Alright guys, welcome to the video today. So recently I was playing on my Titan and I was having a ton of fun just running around with the Twilight Garrison, and before I mainly used the Striker because I loved the mobility that Shoulder Charge gave me, but playing Defender and having sticky grenades and all the abilities that come with it, as well as Twilight Garrison to move around really fast, was super fun for me to play, and I want to share it with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this class build, so to speak. And yeah, let's get right into it. So to start it off, I just wanted to go with the basics, which would be Titan skating in general, specifically Titan skating out of a Twilight Garrison charge. Of course, you have two Twilight Garrison charges, but it's always going to work skating out of the first one better because you have more momentum. In general, you don't want to be up in the air super high when you're pressing your Twilight Garrison charge. You want to remain really low to the ground. So if you're running in a straight direction, you don't want to float way up, charge it, and then go. You just want to do a quick little tap to get off the ground and then double tap it as soon as possible, like you're seeing on the screen right now. And a lot of times if you see tutorials on YouTube, they show you them doing it. They don't exactly provide any auditory patterns for you to follow. So I wanted to do that for you in this video because I did it before for a Warlock skating video and a ton of people appreciated it. So I'm going to do it for this one. The clap symbolizes when I charge my Twilight Garrison, and then the dings symbolize when I'm pressing the X button on my controller. So here it is. I didn't want to go too in depth about Titan skating in general because I made a video on that a few months back. So if you're interested in it, I'll leave a link to that in the description box down below and you can check it out and maybe come and revisit this video. But I wanted to talk about my Defender subclass build, and just a quick little thing I wanted to say: you're not going to get it right the first time. I was terrible at Titan skating for the longest time. It took me around 1 to 2 weeks to learn, and if you just look up videos, kind of see the movement, see how it looks, and then keep trying on your own, then eventually you're going to have success with it. A lot of people are saying you can only move fast because you have a scuff, or you play claw, or you play on bumper jumper, but the fact of the matter is you can go as fast as you want on any button layout. A lot of times when my scuff was broken a few months ago, I would actually just press it with X because I couldn't press my paddle, and I actually went faster than I could before. The only issue is that you can't control where you're going, which is unfortunate. This video was filmed with L1 as my jump, so you can do it really with anything. If you go into controller assignments in your PlayStation settings, you can reassign your buttons there. That's what I did for the longest time. And yeah, so I want to talk about my Defender subclass build a little bit. I'm running the magnetic grenade. I found that spike grenades and suppressor grenades are alright, but for solo play and just having fun with it, I definitely enjoy having a sticky grenade the most, just because of the stupid little things you can do with it with Titan skating, just flying around throwing sticky grenades at people. So that's something I have a lot of fun with. Increased control is a very big part of this build because that's what allows you to Titan skate. You can Titan skate alright with catapult, but it's not the same. You don't get the same type of movement, so that's pretty much the best option for you to use. Now you're seeing that I'm using a shotgun in this gameplay, but I'm also using weapons of light. You might be wondering why I'm making this choice. Previous to this game, I was playing with a sniper, so I still had it on. Personally, I think if you have armor of light, that could be a really good choice, but I don't want to dwell on the whole skill-based matchmaking thing. But if you're playing against good players, a lot of time they're not just going to run in there to an armor of light bubble like they used to at like the very beginning of the game, when people would just keep running in and in and in, and you could farm them. So I found armor of light isn't as good as it was, so blessing and weapon is probably going to be your best choice. I'm using War Machine as my melee. It's a personal favorite. I just like having that quick draw feel, and like if you're on a spree or whatever and you make like a nice little play and you get a melee off, it helps you finish off the other two people, which is something I really appreciate and I really like about the subclass. I have Relentless on. It increases the strength and duration of force barrier. Pretty self-explanatory. It's one of the best options in that perk row. And then finally, the last perk is Untouchable, which reduces the cooldown of my bubble. So as long as you can get those bubbles as quickly as possible and keep them up long enough, that's kind of what I found works the best for me. You kind of have, like, you can play really aggressive with the subclass setup, specifically with Twilight Garrison. If you can get moving really fast, it's so powerful, as you saw in this gameplay. I was just skating around, shotgunning everyone. But yeah, like I said, if you want to get better at Titan skating, then go ahead and check out some videos, kind of see how they do it, and then practice in either patrol or rumble. It really comes down to the terrain of the land that you're on. So it's not going to be the same on every map. Like, I personally have maps that I can't skate on very well at all because there's not really many good spots to bounce off of, but it's really about knowing what the terrain is and responding to it. So you have to kind of like skate, hit the ground, and then time the jumps in like a specific order of when you're going to hit the ground. So if there's like slopes and stairs and stuff, it's completely different, but once you can get used to it, you can move around the map really fast. And I want to share this fun little setup with you, and if you want to get better at playing a Titan, then I highly suggest you look into Titan skating, because it completely changes the way you play. As you can probably see, a lot of stuff that I'm doing with Titan skating I couldn't do otherwise. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I highly suggest you give this a try. It was a ton of fun for me to revisit Titan because I haven't played it in a very long time, and I had a ton of fun with it. I'm running hmmmm. You can run whatever you want, but that's my personal favorite. It has pretty good mid-air accuracy, and it's one of my personal favorites, especially for Titan. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I suggest you run this with a shotgun. You can run it with a sniper, but of course, if you're skating around, you can't warrior with a shotgun. You can warrior with a primary, I guess, and kind of skate at people and use your hmmmm, which actually works pretty well. I was using it with a sniper earlier, but I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I had a ton of fun making this video. If you have any suggestions for a video, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to check them out. And yeah, I hope you will be, I hope I'll see you. Oh my god, I always slaughter the outro.